So a year ago, we alleged the crap out of this company saying that did they Ponzi scheme, drivers, and did they Ponzi scheme investors up to $112 million. But it just came back right now that pretty much he is convicted for that Ponzi scheme. We're going to get into this video and talk about this. At the end of the video, I actually have the investigation I did, but over 143 truck drivers were let go from this company. And let me look here, over 1,500 investors, mainly from Haitian Americans, got screwed big, so just want to let you guys know that this guy got convicted. He is a POS. Let's get into this PSA today. We're going to get into the story in just 1 second, but the PSA for anybody that's watching this video, definitely share this video to anybody that's thinking about investing in trucking, because it is just not easy to do so. You see videos all the time about real estate and how you can make your money from that, and people are thinking about investing in trucking, that they could just invest in a truck in a box or some type of situation where they could just invest some money and then have a truck and a driver and then get somewhere between $6,000 to $10,000 return a month. I'm telling you right now, that's just not real. Now, during the COVID time, truckers were making a killing, okay? And that's when some of these frauds seem like they just would make sense, right? So this is a closing story to one that Jenna and I investigated when they said that there were over 143 truck drivers at the time, but on their safer score said there were only 91 drivers, and they were all let go. Right. Their headquarters was in Coral Springs, Florida, which I was living at the time in South Florida. So I went to investigate their office. There, I talked to somebody that allegedly got scammed and said that they invested $100,000 into this company. And this company said that they would have a truck, buy a truck, put a driver in it, and make this investor some money. The owner of a Florida trucking company and logistics company had been convicted for his role in an elaborate 3-year truck investment Ponzi scheme that biked investors out of $112 million. Following a 2-week trial recently, a federal jury in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of Florida convicted Sanjay Singh, 45, of Coral Springs, on November 8th of 8 counts of wire fraud, money laundering, and conspiracy charges. Now, here's the crazy thing. What did he do with all this money? They said that he took their money and basically renovated his house and personal expenses. So especially that's, of course, what you're going to do when you Ponzi scheme so many people, right? Now, it says here, prosecutors opposed Singh's motion to remain free until sentencing, stating in court documents that his crime involved laundering of millions of dollars to bank accounts in India, which is more than enough to sustain him if he does flee. So this dude has already taken people's money, and a lot of it is already in India, right? So basically, Singh founded this over-the-road trucking company, Royal Bengal Logistics, of Coral Springs, in 2018. And, he's finally convicted for this. I just want to put a closing to this story, but I thought it would be just a great time to just let people know that, if you know nothing about trucking and somebody tells you that you can invest some money and get a great return back, I'm letting you know right now, that's not how trucking works. What's going on, Mutha Truckers? So the situation with Royal Bengal Logistics, the owner got arrested, and it still is under investigation, so we can't say if he really did this $100 million Ponzi scheme or not. But Jenna's going to take me to the headquarters, and let's see if they're actually open or not. So one thing we're observing is some of the cars, their tires are slashed. Yeah, this side. Slashed or just that? Right here, well, right here as well. Looks like another car got slashed. So maybe unhappy company drivers or investors. We're not sure, but we're just showing you what we're seeing. So check this out, people. You know, Jenna brings up a really good point right here. This is a pro shred security information destruction at your door. So what is the company doing? What are they destroying?
I mean, maybe it might be something else.
I don't know.
It might be another company.
I don't know.
I mean, why is it here?
Let's check it out.
At the exact
Yeah, let's check it out.
situation.
We're out here right now at the headquarters. I've had already 7 anonymous truck drivers and investors tell me that they had to drop off their trucks in their Texas drop yard. But I see a Royal Bengal right here, logistics truck. And I'm actually right behind this camera. We're gonna keep this anonymous as of now. But what were you doing with this company, sir?
I was an investor.
So is this a company owned, or were these owner operators? How did they potentially scam these people?
How much time you have?
Tell me, just the short story, or what was it exactly?
The short version, they painted a picture of a well-organized company.
Yeah.
I came from a diesel mechanic background.
Yeah.
And when the way the guy explained to me was that they buy you a truck.
Oh, they buy you a truck.
Right. You get them the money. You lease the truck to them, and in return, they'll pay you. And when the guy explained to me, like every 3 months, they rotate the vehicle to Texas to have tires, maintenance on it. I'm like, this is a well-organized organization I want to be a part of. So I did some research. I talked to some other people, and I'm like, man, this is... And, you know, they sold me the dream. And like, we make $10,000 a month.
$10,000 a month.
And...
Man, and since we're keeping you anonymous here, how much money did you invest? $100,000 of your hard-earned money.
Yes.
And did they at least try to fake to look like you got profit back for a little bit?
For 3 months, they give us money, and with the promise after 3 months you will see a registration, VIN number of the truck, and photos of the truck that you potentially own.
So you don't even know the truck?
No.
They just say every time it switches off, and you're just putting in. So that first month, how much money did they give you?
$6,000.
So you're like, this is real.
Yes.
And then the second month, how much they give you?
$6,000.
And then the third month?
$6,000.
And really all they're doing is probably giving you your own money back.
Yes.
So they were just giving you your own money back, but saying it was from the company making money.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And I tell you, they start everything up from the beginning. You pick a company name, you incorporate, they give you the EIN numbers.
Everything.
So everything seemed legit. And
that's crazy.
And I came here twice. I came here as soon as it opened, about 9:30ish, maybe 12 FBI agents walked into the building, sealed the building off.
So they sealed up there. So what floor is it? I'm gonna go check it out.
3rd floor.
3rd floor?
Suite 100.
Suite 100? They'll let me in?
Oh yeah. Just go to the elevator and go to the floor, but like I said, the office is locked.
Not a problem. And Suite 100. No, thank you
300.
for 300.
Yes.
Thank you. As you can see here on the video, I mean, it's anonymous. You're not on here. Nothing like that. You know what I mean?
And that's what another thing. That's what draws you in. You see a truck and think it's legit.
So is this the one truck that they were probably using?
There was 2. There was a blue one and this one.
So they were, and you go to the terminal, there are trucks there.
Yes. I talked to someone earlier. He was the fleet manager.
Yeah.
And he said they was doing fine. And they brought in some shady people.
Uh-huh.
And it just imploded.
So that's what happened. They were trying to do the right thing first, and then things got dicey.
Yes.
And then that's when they started taking investors' money.
Absolutely.
Okay, I got you. So just for everybody to see, they would have 1 to 2 trucks, a red one and a blue one, just like this, out at their headquarters here. And then, so all the investors, they're looking at it and saying, this is real.
Yes.
And then at the terminal, you can see that there's a whole bunch of trucks.
And there's 3 buildings.
So I'm gonna wrap this around this way. So
there's dispatching on the 1st floor.
Right.
Management and fleet management on the second floor, and on the third floor is corporate management.
Wow. So how many employees did you always see when you walked in?
I saw and they call it the investor development, at least 7 people.
So you're seeing everything. You're seeing the organization. You're seeing the building of it. You're like, how can this not be legit?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. No, I appreciate your time, brother.
No problem, man.
All right, Mutha Truckers. So they said the bottom floor was dispatching. The second was what it was, and third was the investor floor. Let's see what they have. So it is locked. Just like the investor said, just minutes ago, about 12 FBI agents were just right here. So this was Royal Bengal Logistics. And what they were doing was they were just scamming investors. And the investors didn't know anything about it. The drivers are here trying to get answers that are working for the company because they believe that they were just company drivers for the company. They did not know that they were actually getting their truck, and the person that actually owned that note was not Royal Bengal, but was an investor. So they all had different EIN numbers and different carrier numbers. So yeah, definitely really fishy stuff. And that investor, he didn't want to be on camera, but he said he was about to give them another $100,000 today. So this all happened, and he's a hardworking guy. So, you know, this is where it's at. So yeah, just showing you guys.